Are you ready to journey into the shadows of ancient manuscripts? Let's explore the weirdest Gospels left out of the Bible together. Have you ever wondered why only 4 Gospels made it into the Bible? That's a question that has piqued the curiosity of many. The canonical Gospels, namely Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, hold a special place in the Christian Bible. But why these 4? Why not more or less? The answer lies in their unique characteristics. They were accepted as the official Gospels due to their apostolic connections, meaning they were believed to be written by the apostles themselves or their close associates. This gave them a certain authenticity and authority. Coupled with this was their alignment with early Christian beliefs. They reflected the teachings and values that were prevalent among the early Christian communities. These factors combined to make the canonical Gospels exclusive. They were not just stories or accounts, they were the foundation of a faith, the cornerstone of a religion. They were the official narratives that told the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. So, we have these 4 Gospels, but what about the ones that didn't make the cut? Let's journey back in time to explore the origins and contents of the canonical Gospels. Our exploration starts with the Gospel of Mark, the earliest of the canonical Gospels. Believed to be written around the year 70, it's attributed to John Mark, a companion of the Apostle Peter. This Gospel is rich in miracles and actions, showcasing Jesus as a powerful, miracle-working Messiah. Next in line is the Gospel of Matthew, likely composed between the years 80 and 90. Tradition holds that it was penned by the Apostle Matthew, a tax collector turned disciple. This Gospel paints Jesus as the Jewish Messiah, fulfilling Old Testament prophecies. It's also unique for its Sermon on the Mount, a lengthy discourse of Jesus' teachings. Then we have the Gospel of Luke, also estimated to be written between 80 and 90. Luke, a physician and companion of Paul, is traditionally considered its author. This Gospel emphasizes Jesus' compassion and inclusivity, particularly towards the marginalized and the poor. It's also the only Gospel that gives us a detailed account of Jesus' birth. Finally, we arrive at the Gospel of John, written around the year 95 by John, the beloved disciple. This Gospel stands apart from the others with its philosophical tone and high Christology. It presents Jesus as the divine Word made flesh, and it's the only Gospel to include the famous I am statements of Jesus. Together, these Gospels provide a rich tapestry of Jesus' life and teachings, but they are not the only narratives that existed. What if I told you there were more accounts of Jesus' life and teachings that were left out of the Bible? Let's dive into the world of non-canonical or left-out Gospels. These are accounts of Jesus' life and teachings that, for various reasons, were not included in the Bible as we know it today. They offer a different, sometimes controversial perspective on familiar stories and parables, inviting us to question and explore our understanding of Christianity's central figure. One such account is the Gospel of Thomas. Unlike the 4 canonical Gospels, it doesn't tell a story. Instead, it's a compilation of sayings attributed to Jesus, some of which are similar to those found in the canonical Gospels, while others are entirely unique. The Gospel of Thomas provides an alternative, arguably more mystical, understanding of Jesus' teachings. Then we have the Gospel of Mary. This text is significant because it places Mary Magdalene in a prominent role as one of Jesus' closest disciples and confidants. The Gospel of Mary presents a more inclusive vision of early Christianity, one where women played a significant role. Lastly, we have the Gospel of Judas. This Gospel is controversial because it presents Judas, often vilified as the betrayer, in a new light. In the Gospel of Judas, Judas Iscariot is portrayed as Jesus' most trusted disciple, chosen to carry out a divine plan that required sacrifice and betrayal. So why were these Gospels left out of the Bible? The reasons vary, but they generally revolve around the politics of the early church, differences in theological perspectives, and questions about authenticity and authorship. These left-out Gospels offer us alternative and intriguing perspectives on Jesus' life and teachings. They invite us to explore the richness and diversity of early Christian thought, and remind us that our understanding of history is often shaped by what we choose to remember and what we choose to forget. Why should we care about these left-out Gospels? That's a question that might be dancing in the corners of your mind. Well, Let's delve into the significance of these Gospels that didn't quite make the cut. Firstly, these unorthodox Gospels open up a whole new world of early Christian thought and diversity. They offer us intriguing insights into the myriad ways in which the early followers of Jesus Christ understood his teachings and his life. They paint a vibrant picture of the early church, teeming with different interpretations and understandings, reflecting the diversity of thought and belief that was present. These left-out Gospels, in their own unique ways, enrich our understanding of the early Christian world. They are like missing jigsaw puzzle pieces that, once found, fill in the gaps and complete the picture. They allow us to see the wider landscape of faith and belief that existed beyond the canonical Gospels. Secondly, these Gospels invite us to engage with the process of canonization. They make us question and ponder over the factors that influence the selection of the canonical Gospels. Was it purely divine inspiration that guided the selection? Or were there also human elements at play, such as politics, power struggles, and societal norms of the time? These Gospels challenge us to look beyond the accepted canon and to explore the complex, often messy process of how the Bible was formed. They push us to question, to probe, and to engage with the Bible, not just as a static text, but as a dynamic, evolving document. The story of the Gospels, both canonical and left out, is a fascinating tale of history, faith, and politics. It reminds us that the Bible, as we know it, is a product of both divine inspiration and human decision. So the next time you pick up a Bible, remember the Gospels that were left out and let their stories enrich your understanding of this sacred text.